We have the Spellcaster Magister Special. It appears that Medius and Friends is back, and we have rockets and so much more. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more. I gotta tell you, watching these Spellcaster piles come together has been some of the coolest Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I've got the chance to see, but also this build not only is using the Endymion stuff to be able to create an actual, like, good base to the deck. You've got the Fairy Tale Snow stuff, which is going to give you some good fusion aspects. We're also playing Apex Fusion in here, and I gotta tell you, Apex Fusion has become, I think, one of the coolest tech choices that we've been seeing recently within these builds, because it just gives you so many other fusion options that it's actually really, really cool. I think we're a ways off from getting to see anything like this come to our side of the game, but that's okay. Other opportunities and things are kind of coming up, and I'm actually okay with this. So definitely an interesting pile of success, to say the least. Next up here, we have the Power Patron Special. I mean, this is supposed to look like Art Mage, but I mean, the reality of the situation is you've got access to the other power patrons, which is supposed to, you know, make things a little bit more consistent. You also do get to play the pendulum support to basically be able to go toggle for these little successful cards. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Obviously, I see we're playing Exceed the Pendulum and Beyond the Pendulum as some extra deck options. We're not focusing on Electromite, which kind of makes sense, honestly. While Electromite is a good support card, I mean, the amount of Pendulum access that you have access to in this is like 7, so you're not even doing anything too crazy with that. But I'm looking forward to seeing that if a build like this is going to stick around and be more of an enabler for concepts, or if this is just the early, you know, this looks like a cool challenger, we'll see if it actually does something. Next up, we have Rocketos, and Rocket Link is always going to be one of our favorite challengers within the course of the meta. I do see that this build is actually adapting towards playing the new Dominus, which is going to be really, really cool. To say the least. I'm actually kind of excited about that one. You do get to see the rocket trigger good stuff in here as well. Obviously, the OCG having 2 striker dragons does make a little bit of a difference. While, you know, we're kind of forced to play the little blue eyes dragon to kind of navigate through some of our combos. It's kind of crazy that we haven't been given back the extra striker dragon. But they also have access to the Borreload Savage for the combo lines to actually make that much of a difference. So, I don't know. Also, Phantasme down on the side deck, the Dimensional Barriers. Yeah, Rocket Link is probably going to be a deck you're going to see having some sort of success. It'll just depend on Albaz and Friends. Oh boy. Magnet Warriors have been evolving in quite an interesting direction in the OCG. I've been enjoying watching the different variations of this deck actually come together, because it's crazy how much this deck relies on the Earth Barrier statue to be able to clutch together the game and be able to actually make an actual trap card, which is kind of interesting. Well, it plays a board to be able to try to play. You've got the 3 new Solemns along with 2 old ones down here, which is definitely... the new Solemn has slotted into a lot more decks than I think we were kind of expecting it to. It is not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it actually is doing very, very good things. So congratulations. I mean, welcome to protecting the Earth Barrier statue. The deck, it's actually doing some stupid things still. The Draco Tail Special. You know, Draco Tail didn't really evolve in a crazy direction, honestly. I think most of what Draco Tail is kind of solidified into doing is it's just playing the Magister stuff to be a little bit more of a consistency package. Because, I mean, in the OCG, you need something to fill out the space. Like, you have to have some sort of tools to be able to, make the Borderlord Savage to generate an end board, because you got a little bit more BS that you have to deal with. And obviously, being able to go down the Incredible Ecclesia stuff, tutor into the Borderlord Savage, it's going to depend on how you open as well. But outside of that, I mean, the Draco tail numbers, I think, are fine. I believe our Draco tail variants, minus the Magus stuff, is going to be pretty similar in terms of deck building structure. And honestly, I think that's fine. You can actually look at some of these. Ooh. Oh, boy. I think I'm more intrigued with how this deck has basically still stuck around. TCG is very excited to play this. We don't have the Harpy's Featherstorm, which is going to take away from some of the deterrence of what this deck will be able to do. But also, I mean, look down in the side deck. You've got that new Solemn card coming back into the spotlight. This build also going with triple MST in the main deck. You've got triple Droplet, triple Crown. Talk about a deck whose job is to be massively expensive, and it actually does it very, very interestingly. I do see we are playing the Raid Raptor Link Monster as well, along with the Gorgon, and then because we are playing triple Fallen and Virtuous, we have 2 Albion and the Incredible Ecclesia down. Being able to get that Incredible Ecclesia for the extra resource, I mean, 1 package over 2 turns just generates a lot of free advantage, so it's going very strong. Next up here, we have Exosister. Now, sisters, honestly, they didn't get a lot of excitement out of this recent set. And I mean, that's fine, right? Because your goal was to get a new Dominus card. That new Dominus card's job was patch up some of the holes that the deck had, and I mean, does it pretty well, honestly. It's your advantage. You're playing a light deck as it is, so, I mean, what are you worried about? I also see we are playing a single Link monster in the deck, which is actually really, really strong in case you do need it. I've seen some other lists that are like, oh, just play the SP, but I think the Azalea is actually not too terrible. In terms of the rest of what this deck's doing, obviously you do have a Dragon's Mind down on the side deck you can access. 2 Imperm and 2 of the new Dominus, I think, are fine. If you've noticed, Imperms have been getting cut back in a lot of these variants. It's not that the card's doing terrible, it's just it feels like there's better cards to be tossing around and playing. And then, oh boy, the Clown Crew deck. I have seen a lot of talk about this list. The fact that you are able to Spell Canceller and Dark Monarch with this deck is very, very scary. We don't talk enough about, I believe this is also like a Draw 8 package off of this deck, because you're able to cheat out the Archmage fusion monster with this deck alone. And it definitely has turned into one of the craziest variants that we have seen just sticking around in the OCG. Honestly, this deck alone has opened up so many cool options just for the things that you're able to play. Like, I don't know, man. The Clown Crew deck definitely bred some innovation in a direction that I don't think players are really ready for. Next up, we do have some Cool Tune. We've been following a lot of different variants of Cool Tune over the weekend. The fact that this list only played 1 Harmonium is not the most exciting. They're also playing the new Tuner Searcher out of Premium Pack, and this was also listed at 39 cards. They had a super spicy tech choice that they wanted to keep secret from the list in terms of what they were showing. But if you were honestly wanting to play this, just do what most people are doing. Just fill out the extra space for the Harmonium, because Harmonium is such a freaking insane card for what it's able to do for these decks. Like, it honestly has been a big savior for these synchro-based strategies. So we're not doing too bad here. I mean, we're not doing excitingly crazy, but I mean, this is enough that you've got to be like, oh, okay, the synchro world is actually expanding, and you're getting to see this deck come to town. And our last variant is some Albaz actually playing the Apex Fusion. Once again, we're seeing a lot of this Apex Fusion showing up out of the course of the early stages here, and it's looking very, very strong as a card. I mean, double Super Poly, triple Apex Fusion. The fact that I'm going to be, you know, getting access to this card is going to be very, very, very telling. And once again, I mean, any tools that Albaz can actually get to push it in a more positive direction, I do think is a win for sure. So what do you guys think about all of this? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.